Alrighty then. Intercept form, we got quadratic equations in intercept form. This is intercept form. What the heck, another form? Yes, sirree. Hey, it looks like this. This is the format. And examples, here's an example right here. Here's another example of intercept form. Here's a third example of intercept form. So when it's in this form, what you're going to find is your value of A always comes after the equal sign, just like in all the other two that we've done so far. Then you have two sets of parentheses, one set, two sets. So what we're going to do in Algebra 2, in our class, there'll always be an invisible 1x in front of there. There's an invisible 1 there, and there's always going to be an invisible 1 here. We're not going to stick a 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 or 12 or 30 or a -2 or negative. It's always going to be invisible -1 in front of that x. Okay, these numbers are going to be different. So intercept form tells us that this graph is going to cross the x-intercept, where you take the value of p and the value of q and divide it by 2. So what do you mean? Let's give you an example. Remember, here's an example. The y don't lie, but the x does. So the opposite of this is a +1. The opposite of that is a +5. So in this case, the axis of symmetry is going to be what +1 plus +5 divided by 2. And that's going to be a 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that's your axis of symmetry. So for this equation, where 3 is, x is 1, 2, 3. Right here, that's your axis of symmetry. Your axis of symmetry goes right through here, and that also means your vertex also goes through there. So 3. So when x is 3, I'm going to go back in this equation, and every single time I see the letter x, I'm going to replace it with a 3. 3 minus 1 is +2. 3 minus 5 is a -2. 2 times a -2 is a -4. So my vertex is going to be 3, -4. That means when I plot this graph, pull this one out of there. 1, 2, 3, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my vertex. Okay, and I know because of this, these are going to be x-intercepts. So when x is +1 and when x is +5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. There we go. So I know it has to go through those points. There's my vertex, and it goes through that point and that point. Okay, so I know I got the coordinates of the vertex. The vertex is -3, -4. Does the graph open up or down? Does the graph open up or down? Well, look at the value of A. A is invisible 1. It's going to open upwards. Okay, axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. Okay, it's going to go right through here. Draw the graph. Hey, is A 1 or is it -1? Absolutely. It's +1, so I can do the same thing we did before. Go right one up 1, go right one up 3, 1, 2, 3. We know it had to go through there. Next one, right in 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next one over 7, 5, that's off the chart. Left one up 1, left one up 3, left one up 5, left one up 7, it's off the chart. So it has to go through this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point, and this point. So I'm going to draw my graph. There's my graph. And the vertex is -3. Oops, sorry, it's 3, -4. And the axis of symmetry is x equals 3. That graph's done. Next one, right here. in intercept form. Okay, so in this case, it's going to cross the x-intercept at -4 and +2. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4 it has to cross the graph x-axis there and at +2. Is this graph opening up or down? It's positive, so this graph is opening upwards. Okay, and it's always going to occur, the vertex, this vertex will always occur halfway between these two intercepts. So halfway, so I can take these two, add them together. -4 and a +2. It's just this right here. So, and that is a 2 divided by 2, which is 1. So that's a negative, sorry. That -4 plus 2 is a -2. That would be a -1. So right here. That's halfway between here and here. So there's my axis of symmetry. I know my vertex has to be right there. Where's the vertex? So I'm going to say when x is -1, what the heck is y going to be? -1 plus 4 and -1 minus 2. That becomes a +3. That becomes a -3. And you multiply that and you get a -9. Okay? -9. So for this one, you're going to get something a little different. So -1, -9. So I make -1, -9. It goes right there. It's positive, so I know it opens upwards, not downwards. It opens up. Okay. And is that, again, same stuff right here. Same, following the same rules. The graph's going to open up, the axis of symmetry. A is a value of +1, so I can start from right here. And it goes right 1 up 1, right 1 up 3, 1, 2, 3. Right 1 up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right 1 up 7. And then left 1 up 1, left 1 up 3, left 1 up 5, left 1 up 7. Here's my graph right here. So always make it go to the edge of the graph. Okay, vertex -1, -9, and axis of symmetry x equals -1. Okay, next one. We have this right here. Okay. Oh, look, it's negative. That tells us it opens downwards. It's a 2. It's going to be stretched. All right. In intercept form, it's going to be x is -3. So 1, 2, 3. I know 1, 2, 3 right there. And at +1, it's going to cross those x-axis at -3 and at +1. So halfway between those two is right there. That's my axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry is right there at -1. Okay. When x is -1, what the heck is y going to be? Well, let's find out. -1 plus 3 is 2. -1 plus 3 and -1 minus 1. So 2. So this is a -2. That is a +2, and that is a -2. Okay. 2 times 8. That's 8. So -1 comma 8. So -1 comma 8 right there. There's my vertex. Okay, is my vertex. This graph open up or down? That's a negative, so I know it opens downwards. Okay. Axis of symmetry, already got that. Graph probably is a equal to 1 or -1. No, it's not. Oh man. So we have to do this long-winded hard stuff. X y. So the vertex is -1, 8. There's my vertex right there. Pick the three integers above this, 0, 1, and 2. And then pick the three integers just below this. Remember, that's my vertex. Three integers below this would be -2, -3, and -4. When x is 0, go in here. 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3. 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 is -1. 0 plus 3 is 3. So -2 times 3 times a -1. -2, 6. 0, 6. Okay, when x is 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. That's a 0. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 minus 1 is 1. -10, -10. So when x is 2, that's a -10. Okay, here's my vertex. I'm looking at these two numbers right here. Is this vertex exactly halfway between that value and that value? Yes, it is. So you use the axis of symmetry. That's the same. That's going to be the same, and that's the same. Keep in mind, if I made a mistake here, I'm transferring my mistake right down there. So beware of that. So let's take these values right here and graph them on this graph. So -1, 8. Well, I know 1, 0. I already have that point. 0, 6 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 2, 1, 2, 10. So -2, 6 and -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got all these points there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values. There's my graph. Okay, label it. Okay, that is at -1, 8. -1, 8. And the axis of symmetry, x equals -1. There's your intercept form. Good luck. Bye, guys.